Hello and welcome to another edition of Ultimate ARK. And this is episode number 35. We are on the center map today. And you see I've got Redbeard's Garage. We are going to be in the water, which guarantees lots of excitement. So let me explain what I'm trying to do while you're watching me try to do it. I've had some trouble as of late getting loot. I've been to one of the best loot caves in the game, which is the Bear Cave. And of course, as you know, it's hit and miss. It's just a lot of traveling back and forth and going in there, and I'll still probably have to visit that, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to try a different strategy. I want to try fishing. I have my fishing, I've got the loot settings turned up, but I also got the fishing settings turned wide open. But in order to do that, I need to get something better than a primitive rod. So, those of you that play ARK might know where I'm going with this. If I can kill an alpha Tuso, I can get a guaranteed good rod drop. If I kill an alpha Mosa, I have a 20% chance of getting a good rod drop. So, here's my thought. I've got my Basilosaurus Dragoon and my Baryonyx Redbeard's Garage, who is appearing right now. But I thought, let's get some backup. Let's get a pack of sharks to go along with me. So here I am. This is what I'm doing. I am busily on the back of Redbeard's Garage, tranking and attempting to get these sharks. Now you see there's nothing too special about the levels. Level 50, level 55. Nothing too awfully special about the levels on these. Problem number one. Going with mediocre levels, but they're cheap to tame, and I've got lots of this exceptional kibble. So yeah, there I am. I got 3 sharks in the bag. Now my thinking is that sharks do get a pack buff when you get a group of them together. So that's what I'm going after. I'm going after get a good school of them, get the pack buff going with their bleed damage, and sure, we'll be able to shred these things a little quicker. Plus, this ocean is crawling with danger, and who doesn't want some backup here? So this part of the ocean isn't too bad, but the deep ocean, yeah, it's tough. So there I am. I'm waiting for my sharks to tame, and I do have this turned up to 200%. And I can already tell this is going to feel like a very long episode already. It is longer, but it's going to feel even longer than that because all of this drudgery. So you see I got my first 3 sharks out of the box, ready to go. Short order. Redbeard's Garage is excellent for shark taming because I have this stun thing going that I can stun them and then shoot them. But Redbeard's Garage also has a very nice, pretty good saddle on him. In a future episode, I'll have to show what he's got on him, but it's a good saddle, which helps a lot. So that's why he doesn't take a lot of damage from all of the shark hits. So yeah, we're gonna and now one problem that I'm gonna have at the outset is not enough saddles. The saddles for sharks, I mean, they're not outlandish except on hide. You need about 270 hide, or maybe it's 290, something like that. You need an awful lot of hide. And then cementing paste. You need about 30 cementing paste, some fiber, and about 300 hide. And hide is the limiting factor, at least for me. Cementing paste, somewhat. Cementing paste on this map is not necessarily that easy. It's the center, as you know, is a lot like the island map. Now, I have cementing paste at Fjordor, but I didn't have that much hide. So basically, as I'm taming here, you see that level 15, I'm not even going to bother with that. We'll just kill him right away. So basically, that's why you see me going after the trilobites here with extreme prejudice, because now one of the things about Redbeard's garage is he can stun alphas, alpha megalodons, but as we'll see later, he cannot stun alpha mosas. But he's hitting pretty good at 277, and after taking care of this dude, and you can see he's getting the job done, but it's not a quick process here. But he's going to get some levels that I'm going to put into melee to kind of help him, boost him up a little bit more. But yeah, this was kind of an experiment to see if I could stun. Of course, you see that all of the and they're coming from all over the place. All the mantas want to get in on the action. They want to get involved, and of course he has no problem stunning and picking them off. And of course here comes the dolphins. They want to get involved. Dolphins always want to get involved. So, yeah, we're just tearing them up. And just about got him, and there it is. And you see my baryonyx has some levels. See if there's anything good in there. Nothing. So, I think alpha sharks should drop a little better loot. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and put that level right into melee. And we will keep the chitin. Shark's teeth, they're going to be a dime a dozen. In the ocean, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting sharks. So, yeah, that's not going to be a thing. I am keeping them here, but it's not even a thing. They're the easiest tribute probably to get in the game. Shark teeth. I mean, I think each shark drops 2, and they're just everywhere. The megalodons. So, yeah, we're just on a taming spree, basically, is what we're doing here. We're trying to, we're going to get some more. See, take my shark. I only have 2 scuba tanks. That's going to be a problem later, too. You see, there's my initial, is it 3 sharks now? And there's another level 15. Not even a candidate today. And so put my scuba tank back on, and let's go out there and get us this shark here. Now this one is a 145. This is going to be a key shark, and doggone piranhas. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and tame this one. This is going to be our one of our starter sharks that we're gonna actually breed. And you see the shark is busy on that turtle, so I'm just plinking him while him and the turtle go at it, or her and the turtle. It's a her. There's a lot of gender dysphoria with this shark, as you'll see later. But we'll go ahead and plunk away. Takes quite a few arrows, and the dolphins, of course, are constantly wanting to get involved here. And here comes some more megalodons wanting to get involved. So we're going to have to take care of them, or at least deal with them. Because, yeah, that pack buff, it is a thing. But it's not as much of a thing as I had hoped. At least with lower level sharks. The lower level, and then they like to do this. They get too close to land, they get their nose stuck. So there she is. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that kibble in there and tame her. Now, yeah, I got a 135 ichthy nosing around, so I'm gonna go ahead and tame that one. Just because I'm waiting for this thing to tame and I need something to do. Why not? And that ichthy is right there. Anyway, it keeps nosing up to me, so why not tame it? So yeah. So anyway, spoiler alert. I do not take this 145 into battle. Because I at least had enough foresight to think, you know what, I might need another go at this, and that's just too good of a one to waste. And there it is, and I name it M145, even though it's not an M, it's an F. Yeah, tamed out to 217. That's my best shark. My best one of the day. So, yeah, we got that. And, yeah, and there's another one, another 55. And there's the dolphin that I tame, that nosed up and, you know, with that exceptional kibble. That might have been, I gotta wait till I get on the, I'm waiting for it to, there we go. Waiting for it to tame up. And by this time, I'm just giving them random, 61, 51. I'm just giving them random numbered names at this point. Just how I identify them, which will come in handy later, believe it or not. So there we are with our, we'll just go ahead and 6974. That's what I named it. I have no idea why I named it that. It may be at 69 and then I added some more levels. Who knows? But anyway, we're going to go back to our home island and let's see what we got. There's our home pack of 3, and we'll go ahead and throw out this male shark. I think all 3 of those might be females. So yeah, 6974. There's Dragoon, who's gotten to be a real tanky boy. And there's M145, the 217. And then there's the ichthy that tamed out at a 202. We will not be taking the dolphin into battle. So all of you dolphin lovers, the dolphin, the porpoise, does live to see another day. The ichthyornis, or the dolphin. All right, so at this point, you see I got my 2 saddles. I'm going to go ahead and do some breeding here. Now, the problem with the breeding, well, I'd never breeded sharks before, so there's a little learning curve here. I kind of knew that they probably weren't going to lay eggs. There aren't any aquatic eggs in the game, even though the natural sharks do lay a kind of egg. It's more like a packet thing. It's an egg. So I'm looking at my male shark here. We'll go ahead and get some breeding started with this low level male and my high level female. I got to thinking, well, maybe I could just breed up an army instead of taming anymore. Because I know you're tired of watching some taming. Things I learned about shark breeding. Number 1 is when their tails are in the air like that, no babies. We don't have any babies. That does, so obviously that can't appear on camera because that is, I came back expecting to see some and of course didn't see any. So I had to rearrange my sharks to make sure that they were more firmly planted in the water later on. You can see I got one of my army theories. I do have a feeding trough here. So we'll go ahead and stuff this full of meat, and so that my growing sharks have something to eat. And you can see in the process of getting the hide for the 2 saddles that I got a lot of meat out of it. The best, if you're looking to get hide, the thylacoleo seems to do the best job of anything that I've found. But I didn't have my thylacoleo with me, so I had to use my wyvern. That was kind of the next best thing for getting around. I mean, I suppose the theory could have helped out that way, but I would have had to ferry the theory, where the wyvern you just fly, get your hide, and be done with it. And yeah, there you see me reorienting my sharks. I think I meant to cut this out, but there you go. There's my sharks. Okay, now they are ready to do some real serious breeding. I don't have any baby sharks on camera this time. Maybe I'll get them next time. There will be a next time, by the way, but I don't know if I'll show it on camera. The other problem with breeding sharks is because they're born live, even though my rates are ridiculous and they grow ridiculously fast, they still have to heal up. And I didn't have my owl with me. So, bring a thyla, bring it out. Okay, so I do end up taking this entire army out, minus the 145 and the dolphin. And this is what I have left after one encounter with a herd of dunkleos. Yeah, I forgot to turn the camera on, and then after this carnage, I decided to fire it up. And there you see all the dunkleo bodies. There is actually twice as many. And the only sharks that are left are the ones with saddles. Now that one there was an offspring of my mating. And I don't know if that one started out with low health, but that one is in trouble pretty much the entire time. For whatever reason. And then the other one is our old pal, 6974. Yes, 6976, excuse me. Yeah, these are the guys that I brought saddles for. So, yeah, we're on the lookout for either an alpha Tuso or an alpha Mosa. That's what we're looking for. And as I said before, this deep ocean is treacherous. We kept running into pair after pair after pair of plesios. So I kind of cut out a lot. Here we are on the far side of the island. We must have run into about 8 pair of plesios. And we finally get our eyes on our first alpha Mosa right there. There are other things in here that we're going to have to deal with, of course. Other things that are going to come after us, but you know, the anglerfish, of course, got to get involved every time. They're not a real huge threat. But immediately the sharks go after them, and I try to whistle them on that Mosa, because that's right. I want that bleed attack on that. But of course, here comes the plesios, and of course they're always in pairs. So here we go. We are hard at it. We got the the eels, of course, got to get involved. And so I got my Basilo in there trying to kill everything, and there you go. The 68 Megalodon is dead. I don't know why that was I said that was a 140, but anyway, the weaker shark is dead. I just got one shark left, and otherwise it's me and Redbeard's garage. And that shark isn't even making an effort to get in the paddle. I don't blame him. There is no pack bonus on a single shark. So yeah, Redbeard and I, we are taking care of, you see, just took care of that jellyfish. And he's going to take care of the angler too. Because Dragoon, while being my hardest hitter, and you see that shark running like a little sissy away from that plesiosaur. Help me! Yeah, I know. Let's go ahead and take care of the plesiosaur. Keeping in mind that it's the Mosa we want. And yeah, that shark did a good job of, you saw that bleed effect really take effect. But look at the health. 29, 30, 31, 32. It had below 30 health. So it is over for this shark. This battle is over. We can at least save the saddle. So thank you, shark, for your service. You are being retired, at least for this go-round. So now it is George and I, or why do I keep call him George? It's Redbeard and Dragoon and I, the dependable team. Right now, the only team that seems to be able to deal with the stuff in here. We're just going to go ahead and take care of that plesiosaur. And you see, yeah, I'm seeing if there's anything I want in here. We're just going to dump everything, I think. I'm keeping all of the hide for future saddles. All right, take a breath. Let's find that Mosa. Let's get him. All right, so here we go. Dragoon is hitting for 465. We got Redbeard's Garage hitting for 302. And the Mosa is hitting for 120 and 80. I'm not sure who's taking the 80 and who's taking the 120. I'm pretty sure the Basilo is taking the 120 because we're right there in its mouth. Redbeard's Garage, you see, is not able to stun that Mosa. That Mosa is chomping away. Now I had that speed set up to 250 times. So that was only level 20 and it still had like 68,000 health. So it took a while. And I got a Mastercraft crossbow for my trouble, which isn't even as good as the crossbows that I have. Maybe a little better durability, but it's this day is over. I've already broke one scuba tank. This scuba tank, maybe we'll see it. It's on its last leg. It's pretty much over. Yeah, it's over for the scuba tank. It would have broke, and I would have just died and lost everything. So, yeah, I'm struggling with these pearls. You get pearls when you kill a Moza. I got like 100 of them, so I split them in half, and I'm thinking, well, can I try to save half of them? But I think I end up dropping them all just because I'm so encumbered. And at this point, the hide and the chitin are more valuable to me than the black pearls, because I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back better prepared, and I'm going to come back with better megalodons, and they're all going to have saddles, and we're going to have a bigger pack, and we're going to do this right. That is the plan. So yeah, this battle is over. You saw that the Megalodon army, I think, is still a good idea, but I executed extremely poorly. All but 2 of them didn't have saddles, and they just melted in front of the Dunkleos. I had at least as many Dunkleos as they did Megalodons, plus the jellyfish and the eels and the anglerfish, and everything else ganging up didn't help either. So yeah, we're gonna try it again, but right now the Baryonyx and the Bacillo seem to be the champions of the ocean. They seem to be the perfect team. So we are going to keep that team together. We aren't going to break them up, but we're just going to see if we can add another group. So we're going to, I think we're going to stay on the center map. Heaven knows there's enough stuff in here. Maybe if I killed enough Plesios now, maybe some Alpha Tuzos and Alpha Moses spawn in. But we'll try a different location also. I know Alpha Tuzos spawn in up around here because I've seen them before. Okay, well, you know what to do. If you like this video, give it a like. If you're enjoying this series, go ahead and subscribe. We are getting into the heart of it. We're trying to get to where we can take on a boss. All right, everybody, take it easy.